The film begins while showing the two scientists, who were in an underground laboratory. They were working on their secret project. This project was concealed from everyone except them. This secret operation was going on in the different countries of the world. But this operation remains failed everywhere. Now this secret operation was being conducted in America and Japan. Afterwards, 5 friends come on the scene. Among them a girl name is Dana, and the boy is Marty. The rest are their friends. They were going somewhere to discover it. And that was the woodland area. And they were going to spend their time in a deserted cabin, which has been purchased recently by their friend. As they are leaving their house, a person was keeping an eye on them from the front building balcony. That man is telling someone through a call that they have left this place timely. Those friends stop at a filling station on the way. The owner of the filling station was mysterious-natured. Neither he provides them petrol but mistreats them. Then those friends leave after taking the address of the woodland area from him. There was only a way which leads to woodland area. There was also tunnel on its way. The kite is flying above when they are crossing the tunnel, which is dead because of crashing with an invisible power wall. It is strange who had created that power wall there. Later, those friends reach the cabin. Dana's friend observes a hanging painting in the room. That painting was giving a mysterious look. Dana's male friend keeps that painting aside, removing it from there. Then he notices that there was a mirror in the place of painting. On the other side, his friend Dana was standing there. Dana was visible to him, but he was not appearing before Dana. After this, he reveals everything to Dana, going to her. Consequently, both change their room. Dana again adjusts that painting at the front of the mirror. Because that painting was horrific, so Dana covers that painting with a piece of cloth. Then it is seen that, now those scientists are observing that cabin through CCTV cameras. And they were those scientists who were working on that secret operation. They were not only having a look of cabin, but the whole woodland area through cameras. It means that the cameras had been adjusted throughout the area. Otherwise, they had also held a sway over the whole area technologically. Then a call is received there. And that call is by the owner of the mysterious filling station. He is telling that I have carried out my job perfectly. I have sent those friends to cabin without filling up their vehicle with petrol. And they have come close to their death now. All scientists begin to gamble with each other on it. Which monster will put those 5 friends into death? Then those 5 friends are shown who are conversing with one another. Suddenly, cellar door itself opens. All friends are scared while surprising. What may be in that cellar? So they move to the cellar to discover. They are observing the objects lying in the cellar. Among those friends, Marty was forcing his friends to leave the cellar. But Marty's friends were not agreeing with him. Then the enigmatic things come on the scene in the cellar. There were some alluring things. Those things were looking charming to them, but they were also astonishing. Dana finds an old diary there. It belongs to a little girl named Anna. Anna had stated in that diary the tortures that occurred with them. Anna has stated that my father tortured me and my mother too much. In this incident, Anna's hand was dismembered and her mother died. It has also been stated in that diary, if someone reads out the stated spell in the diary, then Anna's family will be revived. They will kill all along with the reader of the diary. Hearing it, Marty gets frightened, and he forbids everyone to not read this diary. But Dana and her rest of the friends were rubbishing it. Why will it happen? And how is it possible? So they read the stated spells in that diary. As a result, Anna's family is revived at a long distance away of cabin. They are reviving from their graves and coming out. Now they had transformed into the zombies. The lab department's members who had bet on zombies, those friends will be killed by zombies. So that team is announced as a winner. And their name is written on the board by the scientist. There are also seen the other names of animals and monsters on the board. Then the footage of Japan's project is shown, where the school students are being scared by a demon. Two of Dana's friends go to the woods for recreation. And both scientists were keeping an eye on them. A zombie attacks Dana's female friend in the woods. Then Dana's male friend struggles to rescue his friend. But that zombie leaves that male friend wounded. Then that zombie kills that female friend violently. The scientist pulls a handspike as that girl ends. Consequently, Dana's female friend's blood is collected in a secret place, where the body line art had been created. That body line art is filled with the blood of Dana's friend. Then the wounded male friend of Dana comes back to the cabin. He reveals everything to his friend what happened with them in the woods. He suggests to everyone, we should leave from here as soon as possible. Otherwise, those zombies will also victimize us. Suddenly, the cabin door is knocked at by someone. No one wanted to unlock the door. But Dana unlocks the door. There was no one else on the doorstep but a zombie. It has ended her female friend. At that time, her female friend's head is in his hand. That zombie throws her female friend's head in the hand of Dana. Then the remaining friends again lock the door. Dana's friend says, we need to lock all doors and windows for our survival. And all will stay at a point rather than to separate themselves. Both scientists get worried, hearing their plan. Because they were compelled to think it, as they may not survive, acting upon this plan. So they release a chemical gas there, pressing a button. So Dana's friend's thoughts are changed. Then he asks all to separate. All move into their rooms. And their door is locked as they enter. Marty observes a camera and cables in his room. He gets the point that they are being kept an eye through the cameras. Moreover, the whole cabin is also being controlled technologically. Marty is still thinking as such that a zombie attacks him through a window. That zombie takes Marty away with him while pulling him out of the room. It was being felt as Marty is no more. Once again, the body line art is filled with the blood. Now there were only 3 survivors among those friends, who are trying to drive off in their vehicle to protect their lives. Getting in, then the project of Japan is shown, where the children had transformed that demon into a frog, performing a ritual. So it had been declared because of it that the project of Japan has also been failed. Now there was one and the only project of America, which was on those friends, because all the international operations had been failed. Dana and her friends are moving outside through tunnel in order to rescue their lives. They were thinking as they will leave from here easily, but they were wrong, because they had no control over them. But they were under the control of lab department. So lab department members explode in that place. As a result, the whole tunnel is damaged, and their way is hindered. As the entry and the exit were the same, so they could not cross the tunnel. Then Dana's friend hits upon a plan. He says that I will jump over a nearby ditch of the tunnel on his motorcycle. Crossing the way, I will bring the help of police force. But he falls into a ditch while jumping and crashes with the invisible power wall. And he dies. Now Dana and his male friend were the survivors. Getting into the vehicle, they leave in search of the other way. Unfortunately, there was also a zombie in that vehicle. That thrusts a rod into the throat of Dana's friend. And he dies. So vehicle falls into a pool, losing its control. Somehow, Dana comes out of the water, saving from that zombie. And Dana's friend Marty also approaches there. It indicates that Marty was alive. But the members of the lab department did not know that Marty is still a survivor. They were taking him dead. They were contemplating that Dana was the sole survivor. She will also be victimized by any monster. Marty takes Dana at a place, rescuing her from zombie. It was that place where that zombie had taken Marty. Marty is informing Dana that I had dismembered zombie, but it is still alive. But he also tells Dana that we have been kept an eye through cameras. And this area has been controlled completely technologically. Having no choice, they come in an elevator. And they move to the cellar through that elevator, where the lab department was situated. They catch a sight of many mysterious monsters while moving. Scientists come to know that there are still 2 survivors. And they have reached in our lab department. So the senior sends one of his security guard to kill both of them. But they end that security guard as being united. After this, they come outside and hear an announcement that you will have to sacrifice yourselves to secure humanity. Being afraid, they hide themselves into a room. It was a control room of lab department where they had hidden, where all things are controlled including animals and monsters. Lab department's whole team approaches there in order to capture Dana. Then Dana presses a red button to protect from them. And no one will have guessed what was going to happen to them. Pressing the button, all elevators' doors are unlocked. Then animals and monsters come outside from there. And they begin to eat each other after killing. Zombies and monsters also step in the room of both scientists. And they put a scientist into death. Well, the senior scientist escapes from there while saving his life. Then, Dana and Marty also come there. They finish that scientist, stabbing him with a knife. Then they go in the cellar and reach a secret location, where the body line art had been drawn. They witness the 5 body lines art there which belonged to these friends. And 4 friends' body line arts were filled there. Then the directress of the lab department appears there. She tells Dana and Marty that there is our purpose behind all operations. In fact, we are all doing it to save the humanity. She tells that evil god who dwells in the depth of underground, and the blood of 5 people is required every year by the evil god. It is needed from every country of the world. So this operation is going on throughout the world. So the blood of 5 persons may be provided to the evil god. It means God get the sacrifices of those people. In case of not getting it, evil god will eradicate the whole world, coming on it. The directress of the lab department tells them that, now, you both may make this operation successful while sacrificing yourselves. And you will have to sacrifice yourself before sun rising. And that directress provokes Dana to do so. It also affects Dana. And she points her gun to kill Marty. But a wolf attacks Dana, appearing there. Then Marty begins to fire his gun on the wolf, taking it. Then wolf runs away. Then a great fight is held between lab's directress and Marty. Then the little girl Lana comes there who had talked about diary. And she kills the directress with an axe, attacking her. And Marty throws that directress and Anna to a place while pushing them. The place which was the dwelling of evil god. Dana and Marty were thinking that everything is alright now. So they are seated comfortably. They both are smoking. And Dana apologizes Marty that she had pointed a gun on him. But how would the things be alright because they had not sacrificed themselves? Then the earth begins to shake. And a monstrous hand comes out of that camp. That hand was of the evil god, not anyone else. Consequently, all evil gods will come outside, and they will wipe out humanity. And the movie also completes on this scene.